Hello, I'm drinking M-43 from Old Nation. Had this one years ago, first from Chicago. So this is from Michigan, and it was one of the first good hazy IPAs made in Michigan and available around the Midwest. And then they ship it to Boston, and I would occasionally get it, but often it's hard finding it fresh. And they stopped shipping to Boston, and I couldn't see it fresh and didn't find it fresh anywhere for a long time. Boring story, but this is actually 3 weeks old, canned on July 25th. I was surprised to see it like that, and when I bought it like a week and a half ago in Chicago. It gives you all the specs here. Looks like they use the same malts and hops. Boil hops, Calypso, Amarillo, Citra. That means you're mainly getting bitterness from those hops. You do get some flavor. And the dry hop, Citra, Amarillo, and Simcoe. Yeah, no mosaic in this one. I like Amarillo and Simcoe. I remember a long time ago, some batches of this were like some of my favorite. And some were oxidized and weird. So there you go. That definitely does not look oxidized. It's got a nice haze to it. Yep, can't even see my finger through there. Head looks pretty decent too. There you go. And you don't see a lot of hazy IPAs these days with hops like Calypso and Amarillo and Citra and Simcoe. Like maybe you'll have one Amarillo and then a bunch, and then Citra, Mosaic, and Nelson, or maybe you'll have Simcoe and then some of the other ones. But yeah, this kind of reminds me of what it was like back in the day. Maybe a little less big on the fruit, but it smells like super fruit soupy almost, is how I'd say it. Like it's like actually a really like pineapple and peach, but kind of like canned a bit. Just super duper sweet tropical smell. Yeah, when you really inhale, it smells like real, like you're really inhaling the scent of a fresh cut pineapple. Maybe almost guava or passion fruit. And that's despite having Amarillo and Simcoe, which are not known to be that way, but they can create super tropical notes. A little bit of a sugary, juicy fruit gum or something. Similar flavor. Quite sweet. So they list IBUs on this. They give you everything but IBU. Or no, it says 65 right there. Oh, and this is also 6.8% alcohol. Didn't mention that. But 65 IBUs, I don't know. I don't notice that. Mouthfeel is pretty thick. Pretty soft. Quite sweet. That's the thing, you gotta be in the mood for this. It's maybe sort of reminds me of like Equilibrium style a bit. I don't know if this is as yeast forward as theirs. Kind of a big, fruity, sweet. I'm not getting much dankness. And it's like not super citrusy in my opinion. It's like not orange. It's all tropical stuff. Or a tropical fruit juice blend with a little bit of orange in it, but it's the tropical stuff that's coming out more. Almost apple juicy, but not quite there. But I have had some beers that are like this that are get out really apple juicy and unpleasant, or at least they don't taste great to me. Like Foam, I'm not a big fan of anymore because like all of their beers have a pretty big apple juice note. It's probably the yeast esters. This one's kind of like that. Probably when this gets old, it'll be too apple juicy. This is like I actually have like a mango peach fruit juice cocktail type thing. It's 100% juice. I have it in my fridge right now, but they cut it with a lot of apple and orange juice, and you don't notice that, but it adds an appley flavor. This is a lot like that actually. I think it used to be maybe even hazier. There's no throat burn or anything, nothing unpleasant, but I feel like this could have a little bit more of a hot punch to it to deal with that apple juicy quality. There's another look. Really well made. The head is very nice. Still pretty appley. It's kind of close to bubblegum, but not close enough that it's throwing me off. See if there are any chunks. This did get thrown around my suitcase when I checked it when I flew back a few days ago. But oh, there are some chunks. Yeah, not a huge amount of them, but some chunks in the bottom. But this is if you want like a really tropical, just juice cocktail blend. It's not very spicy. Like 65 IBUs, I don't see that. Don't quite understand how they calculated that. And that's what it's always said, I'm pretty sure. This looks like the exact same label and everything. Yeah, it's almost too sweet for me. But it's what you want. It's tropical juice cocktail IPA. Like, it does a pretty good job. Pretty clean. Head's nice. So it deserves like a 4.25 maybe. Bye.